ridiculously difficult they are. Hey, let's Hello to all of you. Hope you are doing very well indeed. We have got a CS2 show match for all of you today. Hope you are doing very well. It's a little bit dark in here today. Might just get some lights on at some point, but regardless, we are looking forward to these matches. We've got a 2v2 wingman show match for all of you, so hope you are doing very well. And we're going to be getting into those games in just a couple of moments. Until then, though, we've had a lot of weeks of CS2, and we are definitely looking forward to it. And yeah, it's been a lot of anticipating matches coming up to this moment. We've got some decent caliber players playing from around this area. But regardless, we can't wait for it. And in case you are just coming in the chat as well, do say hello to all of you, all of us, because we are looking forward to see you. I'm Mission, of course, and I will be your host for today. And as I say, we're literally just getting in there in a couple of moments. It's a best of 5 show match, and it will be at 1:10, so literally a couple of minutes from now. And we've got a 2v2 match, and we're just waiting on the players to be getting in now, and we are looking forward to it. But yeah, hello to all of you in the chat once again. Do make sure you drop some highs and how we use, because we can't wait to see all of you in the chat, and also to the very good players who are competing as well. But yeah, regardless, we are waiting on this really anticipated match. It's been a long time coming, but we are here and we are just waiting. And literally just a couple of minutes or so please do stay tuned. We can't wait for it. And yeah, but we've been watching a lot of the CS2 matches in the last few weeks, and in general, it's been a lot of sides. I think Jamie's team and Anton's team, a few of the previous sort of matches that did happen before, very close matches. It was a lot happening on the Showdown Esports stream, but so I'm just being said something by production right now. I cannot quite see what you're saying there. So I'm just being given some info that we're just trying to get everyone in here. We're going to make sure that everyone is in here. And of course, we have got the VCs. Just making sure everyone is in those VCs. Once again, in case you are just getting in, then hello to all of you. Hope you are doing very well. And the VCs, so anyone who is competing as well has been given now. Obviously, in CS2, you do have to obviously VC a lot. You have to be talking about your comms. You have to be talking in general. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to communicate to your opponents too well. So it's not going to be too great. So definitely a very required thing to add into there. But regardless, I think we are just about to get into this game. We can't wait for it. Let us know in the chat who you think is going to win once we get into those teams. I believe we've got some people from the university competing. We've got some local competitors. We cannot wait for it. And we are just going to double check the chat. And what have you been up to on this fine Tuesday afternoon? Because for me, it's been a very good one. To be honest, we only just got back and we are enjoying this week very much. Bit of a gloomy day today, but let's make it a very exciting match. We can't wait for it, honestly. And as I say, let's just make sure everyone is in here. And then we will be getting right into the matches. But yeah, a nice bit of CS2 today, whether you're watching, whether you're playing. We can't wait to see all of you. And we are just literally about to start very, very soon. Hello once again. Top 10. Let's go. Top 10 plays for today. We might just might have to make a little reel off that. We'll have to wait and see. But I do hope that we do see a lot of exciting plays today. Getting a lot of frags, getting a lot of those really tight cuts of those shots. But yeah, best of 5 today. So obviously the team that wins 3 first does win the show match, and they do get on the highlights. Turn the big lights up. Yeah, I think we do need some lights on. I'm not entirely acquiring the knowledge of where to turn these lights on. Actually, no, I think I do. Never mind. Just 1 second, chat. Here we go then. Here we go. We got some lights on there. Can you see us better now? Put 1 in the chat if you can hear us better. I think we are just getting into the game right now, though. Best of 5. We've got the minion and the cat. Is that a pigeon? I can't quite say. It's some sort of cat. and dad. Apparently I should be calling them dads, but we are just getting into the starting phase of this match. A very exciting start here, very suspense. And just trying to get on those angles there. We've got the opposing team there. And the attackers forcing their way in. Now the defenders being very aware, and it's going to be a very big brawl there, and it does get killed. One player, but it's 2v1 now, and it's going to be in a clutch up. Oh. And a very one-on-one here. Who's going to do it? But the Terrorist does win there.
He was tag 60, unlucky.
Very close round, but does come out victorious for the yellow team so far. Did obviously go into that 2v1 and then eventually got in a 1v1. But it was just too much for the anti-terrorists. Oh, a nice little grenade there. Doesn't quite work. Ends up with a death there. And it's going to be 1v2 again here. The same sort of situation happening twice in a row now. It looks like the terrorists pushing up. But the anti-terrorists will be dying again. And the terrorists absolutely dominant right now. And 2-0 up already in literally a matter of seconds. I can't believe what I'm witnessing right now. What a series we do have. Make sure you do share out with your friends as well. This is a match that you will not want to miss right now. Looks like there's a few shots here happening here and there, just sort of getting prepared for the situation that's about to occur. Oh, and straight in there. And finally, the terrorists have a bit of their own towards Kumbal. But regardless, he still clutches up. And the terrorists, despite obviously losing a man at the start there, they clutch up. And they do come back. But need to just double check of the players competing in this. So we do have Kev, we have Dad, we have Mayo, and we do have Megota. Kevin, Dad on blue, and then we do have Mayo and Megatron. That's what I meant to say on the other team. It's obviously anti-terrorist. Is Kevin, Dad, and finally Kev does get the win there, does clutch up for his team, and preventing that 4-0 lead. Now it's 3-1. It's got 33% closer now. We're looking forward to see if they can get a comeback here, but we'll be going into the next round. Here we go, 1 minute 26 on the clock. Can they do it? Throwing the grenade away, and I'm just trying to control that, trying to bluff the opponents there, but it's not quite working in their favour. Very close match. Not a lot happening right now, but both teams trying to advance. As we see, they are still pushing in now. Oh, it's going to be straight in there. No hesitation whatsoever. And it does look like the terrorists do take it in that first opponent. But right now, it will be a 1v2 again. We've seen this a few times now, and they could not do it. The terrorists too strong there. And Mayo and Mega, the very Mega Mayo duo, you could say, goes through to 4-1. But now it will be Kev and Dad. They do need to obviously be getting a few rounds back if they do stand a chance at staying in this match. But regardless, right now, does look like Mayo and Meg really looking forward to getting this first point for their team. We can't wait to see it. Hello to all of you in the chat once again. Make sure you say some highs and hellos, as we love to see. The more people, the merrier, of course. But 4-1 right now, very sort of slow start, but it's going to be straight in there. And now it looks like Mayo, Mega's about to be taken down. Mega's already been taken down, but now Mayo is almost dead. It's 1v1, but it's in the highlights of Dad. He's definitely got 400 health right now. He's got that leverage on against Mayo. It's Mayo and Dad. But it's going to be a very sort of slow stance here from both players. Not really pushing up. Both a little bit worried. But there will be a counter-terrorist win. And Dad took him down. And finally finds a point back. 4-2. And we just get that a little bit closer. But can't wait to see this match. It's a very close match so far. Obviously, Kevin, Dad. And it seems like Mega is on his own right now. And his teammate is not present. So he will be fighting alone in this. Do wait and see, though. He might be able to do this 1v2 here. But Kevin, Dad, that leverage right now. Obviously, they are technically down, but got a minute to take down just one opponent. Can they do it? Oh, what a shot there. Headshot. A couple of misses there, but did manage to make it up. A 1-on-1 now. Megatron trying to clutch for his team. Can he do it, Kev? Holding around the corner there. It looks like Megatron. Oh, straight in there, no hesitation. Very slow, very sinister, and he does get the kill, I should say. Love to see it. And 5-2 right now. Mayo and Megatron. What a series for them so far. 5-2. It's not really been too much of a problem for them so far. Obviously, dropped a couple of rounds here and there, but regardless, they've looked like the stronger one. A few shots here and there. A little bit loss on health for Dad. We'll need to really clutch up there. Right now, it is Megatron.
Yeah, he's just peeking it, bro. Just ego child, go on.
With the advantage, and what a shot there, and oh, the burst of the screams from Dad there, really clutched up on low health. Love to see it. 5-3, and this series got so much closer.
I can't reply, but we got this.
And a little bit of a switch around now. We've got anti-terrorist obviously transfer into those terrorists and see if they can play any better in the opposing side. But currently in B site, A site, Quincy. Oh, a few shots there. Oh, straight 1v2 play there. And what a play there by Mr. Mayo. Definitely saw a lot from him. Obviously 6-3 up. They've definitely had a lot of dominant rounds when they do win. But there's a couple of rounds where they have also choked a little bit. But regardless, we do see Kev and Dad, they're still going to be holding on. In the POV of Dad right now, obviously been bluffed by the opponent there, but so as time, he's on the ball here. And again, these sinister sort of patient plays, doesn't want to be overcommitting too much and might be there, but he's going to get shot immediately. He didn't even, he saw the opponent there, but turned the other way, and that is really not what you want to be seeing. Maybe lacking a little bit of awareness. On the awareness department, I should say, but 7-3 right now. It just seems that Mayo and Mega does have this momentum at this time. But I still feel like Kev and Dad, they just got to keep clutching, keep fighting, because they definitely do have the potential. They've already got 3 rounds, so it's not like they're here to mess about. Now, some very slow plays. We haven't been seeing a lot of rushing this round, definitely taking their time, but there was a few times that they are hesitating, and right now this could be a chance. It's a 1-on-1, and it does seem that Mayo is low on health. It's going to be a 2v1 now, and it's definitely in the favor of these anti-terrorists known as Mayo and Mega. That could be a shot there, all straight there, and it's going to be 1-1, and Mayo, normally we see him normally being a lot more patient and controlling, but there he sort of just threw himself out and got taken down. But regardless, Mega managed to clutch up and does save him. But 8-3 right now. I believe this is first to 12 or 13. Correct me if I'm wrong, but 1 minute 21 here. Still time. See Dad and Kev, they need to get a point back here. Can they do it? Let us know in the chat. Very close match. But we do have straight there and a lot of hesitation. And they've just taken them down fair and square. It's just absolute no hesitation. Obviously, 12 rounds was played there. 9-3. What a first game. Best of 5, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. Obviously, it did seem like Mayo and Megatron were the stronger teams there. We are getting into the next match, though. We can't wait to see it in just a few moments. And we are just going to be going on a break. Just while we sort out these next teams, do stay tuned. We love to see it. Hello again to all of you. Hope you did enjoy those highlights. We are about to go into our second game, obviously of the best of 5. First game, obviously, was the Mayo and Mega. What a dominant first game to them. But could just be beginner's luck, who knows, because we do know that Kev and Dad does have that potential, but we are about to get into that game right now. And when I say right now, I mean at this exact moment, because we've already got right into this first round here. 10 seconds left. Can they do it? No one seems to be going for it, and it could be Kevin Dad's already taken this series. Well, not the series, this round, I should say, as they've already got into the 1 minute and 22 zone. But I don't think so far. It's going to be a close one, but using both these double guns here, it's going to be a straight shot there. Obviously, we know that Kevin Dad are known for hesitating a bit, but this time, they haven't done it at all. They've taken out one. Now, just one more, and they could be coming for a... Oh, no, that's not going to be quite what we were anticipating there. But we just thought for a second there that they were going to do it. But no, Mr. Mega just comes right back. He's like, you know what? We're just going to sort him out. So 1-0 to those terrorists. But we are about to go into that second round. But yeah, Kevin Dad... But it's like they have that potential to win the rounds, but at the last point, they always just end up sort of hesitating or choking. It is sad to see, but hope we do see some sort of turning of the tables very soon. But right now, it's going to be 1-1 for the terrorists, and finally they find their footing, and Dad with the clutch up. But 1-1 now, and this game just got a whole lot closer. I mean, it's only just started, but not much money right now for the terrorists. That being said, it does seem that both teams are conserving their money to somewhat adequacy. Now it's going to be another force for the terrorists. Can they get these anti-terrorists down? Have to wait and see. It's all about that momentum, not hesitating. Obviously, we do know that Kevin Dad, out of these two players, they have shown a lot more of the struggle, a lot less momentum in that sense, but still does have time regardless here. And a few shots there, and it's just no hesitation. A little bit of health damage there for Mr. Mega, but regardless, they do seem to have that upper hand. As soon as they find their footing for Mega and Mayo, it just seems that they always finish it. But sometimes they also choke as well, so you can never really know. Just because you can do well on one scenario doesn't mean that you're going to be guaranteed that every time, and they have to really obviously be able to recover from that when possible. But no, looks like Kev again's been taken out. Dad, we know that he clutched up in that round 2. Can he do it again? It's 1-on-1 here. Going through tunnels there. And he's going to be on top of him here. It's going to be straight in there. Oh, no, now Dad does it again. And Dad, we love to see it. 2-2. And Dad, out of nowhere, we love to see it. Lovely close match we do have here. And obviously, Mayo and Meg, a little bit overwhelmed maybe. Wasn't quite expecting these sudden clutches from Dad. But regardless, I think Mayo and Meg probably are the favourites right now. But let's see if Kevin Dad can prove us wrong. Now we do have in Kev's POV, he's going to be trying to open that door up, trying to find a hole, trying to find an opportunity. And it's going to be one down already. And Dad, gone. And no, that's going to be a bit of a blunder there with the grenade, but does manage to recover off it. Now Megatron. Mayo just trying to find those opponents there, but it does seem that Kev is running out a little bit on the money side, but still has it in the bag. Can he do it? But now it's going to be a very slow match, just waiting for them to maybe overcommit, maybe push out a little bit, but obviously I haven't seen a lot from Kev in the clutching department so far, but this could be a chance for him now. Throwing out a few grenades here and there, just trying to bluff it, but he could not do it on this time, and does take him out subsequently. Now Megatron and Mayo 3-2 right now. Obviously did go down at one point, but they're straight back up again. And I think it is Dad at this point who, when they lose a player, more so than not, it seems that they do seem that Dad can more clutch up. But Kev, definitely not out of the question yet. Both players there, but it looks like they've been shot already. And Kev straight out there, almost instant, and only lost a slight bit of health there, but not really phased too much. And 4-2 now, and all the terrorists can do now is just hope that Megatron and Mayo does not find this momentum like they did in that previous round, as it's not going to look good for them at all if this does occur once again. But try to open that door again. We see that a few times now, and already it's down to Kev, and this is not looking good. Straight in there and absolute shunted out of that round. 5-2, and Megatron almost teabag on there. A bit of the disrespectful plays, but 2-2 as it is. And was 2-2, but I mean 2-2 is in the players, but 5-2 is in the scoreline. Obviously, Wingman this is, for anyone who is just joining. We're doing a best of 5. It is 1 round up already for those current anti-terrorists. But it's probably going to be down to 1v2 again, and it just keeps seeming that Kev just keeps getting left on his own, and it's not looking too good. As far as we know, it could end up with them winning again, and that's exactly what they're going to do, just right in that fairy tale of get rid of Dad and leaving the 1v2 with Kev as well, and then they just finish off Kev. But now we are switching over, and could be a chance, who knows. Obviously, one end of the field normally can be more favoured for a team compared to the other side, so who knows? We might see Kev and Dad enjoy this anti-terrorist run now and find their footing. They definitely did at the start, but will they be able to do it on this side? And a very aggressive approach here from Kev and Dad pushing up there, but let's see what Mega and Mayo have in the bag here. Obviously opening the door there, looking for something big. And gets a few shots there, but almost kills Dad there again, and Dad needs to absolutely hold on for dear life. Can he do so? If Dad's out, Kev's out, and Dad's straight out, and not really, again, phased. And it just seems that like once Mayo and Mega have it together, they are almost unstoppable. And it does just seem to show that this Mayo and Mega duo is definitely very, very aggressive, and you don't want to be messing about with them if they are on a good round. But 1 minute 16 here, still another minute or so to get over this. And in case you are just joining once again and you want to be involved in this, make sure you do head over to the Showdown Esports Discord, because we want to get as many good players in these show matches as possible. But right now, Dad clutching against Mega. Can he do so, though? And Mayo gets the win there. And what another series. And it was between Dad and Mayo. Obviously, a bit of a weak around there for the terrorists, but they do get the win still regardless. Now, another little push here. Obviously, looks like Mayo leading the pack. Mayo, one of the key players of this team. Well, both. There's only 2 players, but Mayo definitely seems to be clutching up more often than not. And obviously, Dad taken out, and this is not looking good for Kev here. Kev, he's not going to be too happy about that one, just planting that bomb. Now Kev's going to have to rush for that. Can he do so? It's not looking good for him right now. And it looks like the bomb might just go off if it does not get there in time. And Mayo and Mega just chilling there. It's 1-on-1 now. Kev does get the shot, but can he get it in time? He hasn't got a long left. Can he do it, though? Can he get the shot there? No, he doesn't. Actually, yes, he does, but can he defuse it? I think he can, you know. And he just does it in time. And Kev, for the first time, finds his footing this round And he does get a round back. What a clutch round for Kev. And he should feel very good about himself there. Love to see it literally at the last second there. Wow, wow, wow. An 8-3 right now. It's going to have to be an absolute crazy series now if Kevin Dad does want to win this, though. Literally going for that almost reverse sweep. It's like a gentleman's sweep right now, given a couple of rounds, but ultimately taking them out overall, but have not taken them out yet. But it will need to be a perfect run here from Kevin Dad. Can they do it? Just a minute on the clock this round. But already Dad is left in a 1v2. This could just be it. Low on money, low on health, and the terrorist does take it. And round 2 does, and now it's going to literally have to be a reverse sweep. And hopefully we do see a bit more from Kev and Dad. They've been trying. Kev, we saw that round, obviously. He managed to fuse a bomb, and he managed to really show what he's capable of. He managed to take out that 1v2 when everyone doubted him. But it will be another win there for Mayo and Megatron. But we are going to go to a quick break, I'm pretty sure, once again. But stay tuned, as it will be a reverse sweep now for Mr. Kev and Dad. I think we are just going to the next round, actually, as we do just say. They are just getting right into it. We love to see both these matches are. And for anyone who does want to play in future, make sure you do get into that Discord, as we are looking for more people to be competing in these show matches. If you want to be on this main stage and you want to be in all of the thick of it, then you know where to be. Then, other than that, we've got Kev, Dad, and then on the other side, we've got Mayo and we've got Megatron, obviously fighting for that show match win today, for all the glory, for all the pride. Obviously to say that they won today, but I think we are just getting into that next round. I believe so. We're hearing a few things. Here we are, and we are into round 3. It's now or never for Kevin Dav, as they need to get a reverse sweep. You could be witnessing history right now, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you do get up and get loud, as these guys are looking to do the impossible, or will Mega and Mayo just humble them and finish them with a 3-0 sweep? We have to wait and see in these next few minutes, but 0-0 in this round 3. Throws out the smoke. But now looking to push up here. Going in that underpass there. Obviously trying to be a bit more unpredictable here. And obviously Mayo looking around, but Megatron will also be by his side. But on the other side, we do have Mr. Kevin Dad, all stressed, not stressed out, stretched out, I should say. Obviously utilizing the space. But now using it's a very unusual gun choice, very sort of low guns right now. But it does seem that the terrorists have been left in the 1v2 right now. And Kevin Dad, obviously, they've struggled a lot on these sort of situations, but they still have a very good leverage on this round. And they do keep pushing here. It's a very intense moment. But it does seem that the anti-terrorists really pushing out a few light shots there. But Kev being put under pressure. And it's going to be a 1v1 now. And Dad's been absolutely pushed out there. But no, Dad last second still gets pushed out. And somehow Mayo clutches up. And he does defuse that bomb. He does plumb the bomb, I should say. Do apologise. The CS2 knowledge isn't 100%, still getting in there, but does seem so far that Mayo and Megatron really finding their way through this entire series. But regardless, Kev and Dad have not been too bad, because they have been putting in the effort, and this could be a win here. Yes, it is, and Dad clutched up at the end there. Kev and Mega were basically eliminated both at the same time there, but Kev stays standing, or Dad stays standing, I should say, but Kev did get a highlight for that. And now upgrading these guns, we love to see it. It looks like we're going to be seeing a bit of a resurgence here for Kev and Dad, as they're looking to be getting a few rounds back. They ideally need to be getting a few rounds back now, otherwise it's going to be a very, very long round for them. It's not going to be in their side at all. They've got a lot to fight back for here. But all they can do is just do it one step at a time right now. And really just staying calm right here, looking at the opponent, thinking like them, and getting any small sort of places or spots that they need to get around this arena. Just utilising all those components and putting it into something spectacular. But in case you want to be part of these show matches, make sure you do join the show matches or just inquire as well, because we are looking for many more amazing players. But seem a bit of a all over the place run there from the terrorists, and it will be resulting in a 1v1 now. Obviously Kev, we know before he had potential, but in most chance Mayo does clutch up. So technically Mayo is predicted to be winning here, but obviously Kev, he's not out of it yet. Does need to defuse that bomb. So obviously we know that Mayo will be planting that, but he will be planting that now as he does take out Kev there. And what a round that is for the terrorists. Does love to keep seeing this, but 2-1 right now. Let us know who you think is going to win the chat. If anyone does not know, the current terrorists are winning 2-0 in rounds. So obviously this will be in their favour. But on the other side, though, we got Kev and Dad. They're fighting for the reverse sweep. So you guys could be witnessing literal history right now. It does prove to turn the other way. But one taken down from the terrorists, and now it's going to be Dad taken down. And now once again, Kev's in a 1v1. But can he do it this time? Obviously, Mega's going to be a bit low on health there, but he's so low on health. Can Mega clutch up? And Dad's also dead, but Kev is up. And now Kev does do it, and Kev all tied up again. And it's not been too consistent, these clutches, but he is capable of them. And now he just has to do this every single round. A lot to ask, but it is possible in these next few CS2 games from Showdown Esports. But right now, just sort of slowly does it. Down the stairs. And I think from what we know, we do know that Mr. Mega and Mayo is the favourites. And of course, this is match point, as if Mr. Mega and Mayo does win this, they will be winning the entire Showdown Esports show match. Will be very, very exciting for whoever does win this. But on the other side of the bracket, though, Kev and Dad will be forcing not double match point, not triple match point, but a potential quadruple match point. Have to wait and see, though. It should be triple match point, actually. Have to wait and see. So regardless, very slow start to this series. And what a shot there. And it's going to be one down. Dad has to 1v2 now. And it does seem that Mayo is only in slight deficit of that damage. Will be slightly worrying now. He does need to defuse that bomb. He's going to have to do it, and he know he can't, and the terrorists just proved to be too strong. It's only one round up, but it will be a long, long road here. So let's wait and see. Once again, going into this next round, it is 3-2 as it does stand. Obviously, Kev, he's looking for another one of those clutches. We know what he's like when he does get those clutches, but it only seems to be happening a couple of times each round so far. So it will need to definitely get more consistent in that department through smokes throwing around. But it does seem that terrorists were getting put under fire there, but regardless, they found the momentum and just taken out, just swept them away. And it is going to be another terrorist win there. 4-2. And Kev and Dad, they've still got time. They've still got resources. But all they've got to do now is just hope and believe and just do their best. They just got to utilize every way they can do. And once again, we do love to see both these teams compete, but only one can win. Only one will be advancing to that next one. What a shot there as well. And it will be Terrorists taking yet another round. It is first to 9. So 5-2 right now. We're on 7, I'm pretty sure. But there is still time. There is still time. But they have to win almost every round now, Kev and Dad, if they do want to finish this. Do you think they can do it in the chat? Do let us know. Do you think Kev and Dad have what it takes? Let's get some hype for Kev and Dad, because they're definitely struggling a little bit right now, but that could be a momentum thing. They might be getting a little bit overwhelmed, or might just not be quite warmed up. But a shot there, and again, the Terrorists do take it, and on the brink of elimination now for Kev and Dad. As it is 6-2, we do get a little bit of a switch over. And hopefully we do see a little bit of a resurgence once again. As now Kev and Dad, a little bit of switch up, nice and fresh in this terrorist department on B site. Obviously we've got the anti-terrorists on that. And that's B site, and then A site will be the terrorists. Now 1 minute left, and trying to keep the pressure here. This is match point, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you do watch along. Let us know who thinks going to win. Because right now it seems that Dad is holding on for dear life, and he cannot. And that is going to be 7-2 now. And that might just almost be the game, as they are looking to be getting this win here. I believe if they do win this, they could have just win the entire show match for today. The Showdown Esports show match. All the highlights will be posted to Instagram or on the Discord in case you do miss the highlights. I know some of you are absolutely begging for these matches, so we will get you to you in good time. But it's 2-1 again, and Dad wasn't too good at clutching up last round, but he's got another chance here. He could just do it. Oh, and already he's gone out. And that might just be the match there, as Malo does keep going. But I think we're just going into another round here. They're just being dragged along the floor, and it's not exciting if you are called Kev or Dad right now. But regardless, we have got their literal last chance right now. Can Kev and Dad do it? Or will Mayo? Well, Mayo's just been taken out. And hang on a minute. Out of nowhere, Dad with the clutch and gets one back. But still, it's going to have to be a perfect run here from Kev and Dad. Can they do it in this last chance? Literal last chance. But there's still time. They're going to play smart with this. Obviously, ducking a little bit there. Just trying to eliminate the opponent's chances of them seeing them. And now those anti-terrorists on the other side there. Straight in there, but no hesitation. But no, Kev's taken out. Now Dad's the last one. Yes! And the counter-terrorists do win. And that's going to be a straight-up sweep. And what a match there for Mayo and Mega. Absolute whitewash. And unfortunate to Kev and Dad. Good effort from both players, of course. But it just wasn't enough. A little bit of hesitation. A little bit of inconsistency. And ultimately, the opponents did capitalize on that, though. That will be a 3-0 sweep for the Showdown Esports show match for today. Well done to Mega and Mayo once again. We do love to see all of you guys tomorrow, as we are hosting another match tomorrow. And we are just about to go on a short break right now. We might just be going back. We'll see you guys right after the break. well. And we have got another match just coming up. Obviously, the winner of the previous match, obviously it was Mr. Megatron and Mayo. They did manage to get into those playoffs, which will be happening next Monday. For anyone who does want to play in these matches and does want a chance at playing for some meal deals, then make sure you guys do get in there, because this could be your last chance. Just literally just today and tomorrow is our qualifiers, and then we'll be settling it next Monday. We can't wait for it, honestly. Hello to all of you once again. Do say, in case you're in the chat, in case we do miss you. I think we are getting into the next game, though. We're hearing a few little sounds and gunshots and bumps. Can't wait to get into there. Let's get into the first match. Obviously, best of 5 this is. And a whitewash in the previous round, but we got Entity and Mr. Yappa Yappa playing against Piff and Mr. Skimmed Milk, from what we do know. Just double check that, and getting into this first round and just warming up. I believe Woot and Piff, they are getting into this first game. They're looking for a win here. Obviously, we saw a complete whitewash in the previous one. But yeah, we've got Mr. Entity and Mr. Tim playing against Yappa Yappa and Piff. I believe that is the formation for today, in case you are just joining though. Hello, hello. It is a best of 5, so the first team to win 3 does get it. And obviously Mr. Tim looking to make his milk whole today. Trying to look for a big win. See Entity as well. Going to be making sure that he is not an entity, and definitely making sure that he is a real person, showing what he's made of. Obviously, you've got Piff as well, looking to get a load of shots. Going Piff, Piff, Piff. And then we've got Yappa Yappa as well, looking to yap his way around the field and waffle his way around and get those wins. Can't wait to see these next matches about to occur. And here we go. We got Woot. We've got Entity. We've got Entity's POV. He's got the double guns out. Let's see what they can do with it. And now we've got Entity just waiting very patiently. A few gunshots happening here and there, but it's going to be a one-on-one brawl. There could be a shot there, but no, it's going to be straight down already. Entity taken out, and that's 1v1, and Piff clutches and already does get that first round in a terrorist favour. Now we do have Piff and Woot in this upper hand, and hopefully we do see Mr. Entity and his opponent, his teammate, obviously working up for some rounds here, getting a few clutch plays, and to get a few frags here and there. Might have a shot. And just working up their ammo right now. And straight in there, and Piff, no hesitation. What a start. And the momentum is on their side. A little bit what we saw in the previous series, where we saw, obviously, Kev and Dad losing against Mr. Megatron and Mayo. Mayo and Megatron did seem like a very dynamic duo in that sense. And Piff and Woot, it's only been a couple of rounds, but already showing a bit of promise. Going to A site. And hopefully we do see Piff keeping this momentum here. Could be going for a clean sweep. Goes for that smoke bomb. But it seems to be a lot of frags being let go here. Just showing what it's made of. But right now, Piff taken out for the first time this series. And Mr. Tim, low health right now, but Woot, first time this series, will be looking to be getting a win here. He's got the upper hand, but can he finish it out? It looks like he is defusing the bomb. And it might just be happening as Tim struggling to be able to recover off this. Obviously, terrorists are up there, but no, somehow Tim clutches there, and is he going to defuse the bomb in time? I think he did, and yes, he does. And what a play there by Tim. Tim and Piff really shown themselves so far in this series. Now we do have Terrace pushing up. But what can they do with it? 1 minute 20 left on this round. Looks like the old anti-terrorists utilising their money a lot. Look a lot more anti-terrorists, look a lot more reserved. But Piff's already out, and it's going to be a one-on-one now. And Entity getting nice and close now with Woot. Only one can do it, though. Straight in there, no hesitation, and Woot finds his way. And what a play by the Woot man. And it is 3-1 now. And Woot, indeed. If you're the terrorist, but obviously Mr. Tim looking for the win. And Entity looking quite fierce, looking to get these wins here. We've seen Entity a lot so far. We've seen him really wanting to find those plays. Wait and see, though, obviously, as we do progress through this round. Right now, already taken down Tim. It's not going to be looking good for him, but right now, those terrorists are looking very strong in this sense. And Entity left in a 1v2. Can he clutch it up? No, he can't. And it's going to be a straight 1v2. A little bit of damage obviously taken there by Woot, but does not hinder his performance. Straight in there. And once again, 4-1 right now. We saw a very sort of dominant series in the previous one. Could be looking for that again, but I do feel like Entity and his teammate Tim will be looking for a bit more. Definitely wanting to fight and find those opportunities. But right now, Piff, one of the main players, taken out. Now Entity and Tim looking for that final terrorist takedown. I think they might just do it. He's being put on his feet right now, on his toes. I'm just running away, just trying to avoid it, but he could not avoid it. And Tim, what a tune that is. The winning anthem comes into play, and now 4-2, and this game just got about 50% closer. And using his knives, obviously the knives make you sound a lot quieter in these games when you walk around. As long as we're just walking slowly, not using too much sound to lure the opponents in. Just enough to be in those right positions, and obviously those terrorists had the upper hand there. But now it's a very slow one, and obviously terrorists, they're not looking too in the right frame or positions right now, looking a bit weak, and despite being in 1v2, we're not sure, but regardless, they still do it, and now it will be 5-2, 3 rounds ahead. And we're about to be switched over in just a few moments. Wait and see if Entity and his teammate can find one back to obviously even things out again. But if not, Piff and Woot looking to really put them down in the coffin for this first half. And it will be a smoke bomb there. A few bumps there. A few bits of smoke, just trying to detain those opponents into certain half of the arena. 5-2 as it is. He's lacking awareness there, but bomb definitely is where it needs to be. And now it does seem that those Antares will be struggling a bit, and it does seem that Tim is just trying to scare his opponent. He's just doing whatever he can do, but it has not worked for him at all. And result, he has been eliminated. This will be a 1v1 now. Obviously, Piff, we know that he is a very strong player, but will he be able to hold it out? Will Entity be able to last second? I don't think he will do, and I think that might just be the round gone as Piff does take this first half. What a shot there indeed. And the bomb will be gone. And it is 6-2. And what a lead we do have. But the question is, will Entity and Tim be a lot more stronger in the terrorist side of things? Because obviously 2 halves is 2 halves. And certain players can play better at the opposing half. But 1 minute 27 left now. Does have time. Now really just trying to use that space around the field. Just trying to really keep that possession going. On A side, obviously. Those opponents still not really quite left B yet. And obviously, Woot and Piff proving to be the stronger players in this first half, but they've still got a fair few rounds to prove themselves yet. It's not over till the fat lady sings. A few shots there and almost strong there, and it's a little bit of inaccuracy at certain points, but regardless, Entity managed to make up for it, and now it's going to be a 1-on-1. Close game, and it's going to be Piff takes it, and of course Piff takes it more often than not, and so far Entity and Mr. Tim, they are looking like good opponents, but unfortunately their opponents are just looking a little bit too strong right now. Have to see something very miraculous if we do want to see Entity and his teammate really making a comeback right here, but round 1 it could just be in Piff and Woot's favour. But you can't be going Woot yet because getting shot at and both sides at each other's necks. But it just seems so far that these anti-terrorists a little bit too strong, and Piff snipes him in the corner there. 1-on-1 now, but is a little bit low on health here. A little bit weak, but really about to clutch it. It's obviously Tim versus Piff now. And Tim normally tends to not be able to clutch it in most scenarios, but can he turn it around? Wait and see here. And he's got a shot there, and no, he can't. And when I say no, I say Piff could, because Tim has just come back and he's showing who is boss. 7-3 now, and what a start for the terrorists on this half. Now it will be a big comeback for these terrorists. Have a shot here. Just trying to... A little bit bunched up right now, but they are definitely on their way to finding something. What we can see, though, I think the terrorists will be losing this one. Looks like Piff, despite being 2v1, it does look very strong right now. He's got a 1-on-1. He's straight in there. And no, somehow, Entity finds his footing at the last second and just gets that little extra touch there on Piff at the end, and does result in 7-4. And now on this half, it's technically 2-0 for the terrorists. It's looking very good for them. But right now, we still do have a lot to play for, and it's straight in there. And what a comeback there for anti-terrorists in this first half. And that's the Entity. Obviously, Entity going down. He might be down. Yes, he is. And that's going to be a straight, almost clean round. We'll see Piff taking a bit of damage there, but didn't really phase him to the point of extinction. Now we're going to this next round, and knives out, both teams. Very routine sort of plays these are right now. A lot of shots, looking a little bit weary from Piff, and not looking the strongest start. A few odd shots here and there. Not quite aligned to his making. Obviously running out of help here. But that is a shot there, and a little bit wishy-washy this play, but regardless does get away with it. Now it's a 2v1. Anti-terrorists looking very strong to be getting this round here. But can they execute? Well, obviously Tim, we know that he's capable of clutching, but can he do it consistently? But in this 1v2, it's definitely be a difficult situation. He's going around there, but a little bit too much hesitation. It does result in another shot there, and that will be round one taken for the terrorists there, and just proves to be a little bit too strong. Obviously, a few whiffs here and there from the anti-terrorists as well. Definitely wasn't looking perfect, but regardless, they are looking like the favourites. I have to say, though, that I can imagine that those current terrorists are capable of taking at least a round or two here. I would say overall that just about these Piff and his teammate duo are looking like the stronger today, but we could see a potential upset with Tim and Entity. That being said, we will be just getting into the next round in just a few moments. Do make sure you do stay tuned. Let us know who you think is going to win in the chat for this Showdown Esports show match. We'll be having a playoffs match next Monday. The winner of this obviously will be going through. We've also got Mr. Megatron and obviously his teammate Mayo obviously going into those grand playoffs next Monday, where they'll be fighting for those Tesco meal deals. A very big prize we are looking forward to there. But just a couple more moments while we do get into these next matches. Can't wait for it. But yeah, it seems a lot less one-sided from the previous match, where obviously Dad and Kev were almost being taken off the field. But I think we'll get into this next round as we do speak. Let's get right into this. But yeah, let us know who thinks going to be into who's going to win this next round. Predictions, obviously, in the chat. Does look like Piff is favoured to win this, but regardless, they've just been absolutely taken out there, and a whole different team in that warm-up, but can they do it in the real thing? Got about a minute to burn down after this. But a whole fresh round, and now it's Entity and Tim to prove what they've got. Definitely got a few rounds off, but did look like a more weaker side. Definitely throwing a few rounds that they probably should not have been throwing. Get a shot here, and a bit of what to play here. And the Terrors, despite being a little bit out of position there, does manage to capitalise. And what a start from them. It does seem that the practice did reciprocate for them, and it did show in the main event. But 1-0, still got plenty more rounds to go yet. But what a start here for Entity and his duo. Now just fighting up, just alluring themselves off this B site here. Maybe retreating a little bit, just trying to keep in there, but that will be a one-on-one already. And in a blink of an eye, 2 players, half the squad been eliminated, but that will be straight in, and Piff straight back at it. And no hesitation. And that was almost like a very blink of an eye, as I said before. Not very quick, very slow round that was. Straight to the point. Love to see it. But can Piff keep this consistency here? They keep those components in place. Obviously, he's got that round, but he doesn't want to get overwhelmed. Stay nice and calm, looking at those opponents, thinking like the opponents, making sure that he is perfectly positioned. And in the first series of the day, obviously, we did have Megatron and Mayo winning that series. But in the round 1 of the day, we did obviously have Piff and Mr. Teammate, I believe Water, is winning that. A lot of very unusual but exciting names in these matches, but nevertheless, it looks like these terrorists are looking very weak right now, especially with Mr. Tim, who's known to be clutch up on a few of those rounds. A very low point right now, and counter terrorist finds the momentum, and now 2-1 up. Love to see it. Just getting into this next round, looking forward to seeing what these terrorists can do. And Wuta. Another win here. It's been straight out there for Entity, and Wuta's gone Wu-Tang. And out of nowhere, Tim rocking that song. Love to hear it. But 2-2 now in this game. Already feeling miles closer than the previous. We do love to see it. But as it is still probably the more in the leverage for the anti-terrorists. Piv clutched up in a few rounds in that previous first game of the series. But as you see now, despite being on low health, Piv, or Wu-Tang, whoever he wants to be called, does get the win there despite being on low health. But now Entity, I can feel something good for him now. Instincts are there, and obviously Tim. We know that Tim very strong in a lot of these components, but can he keep it consistent? Sometimes the lack of concentration, the lack of regulating those emotions, and obviously making sure that he's looking at all the right sort of places of the map, and obviously reserving his ammo, because right now it's not looking good for Tim. It's very low on money, and Piv looking very strong in this 1v1. Predicted for a Piv win here, but can Tim do the impossible? And Tim looks like to be hesitating a bit there. Can he get away with it though? Piv straight there, and Piv, no hesitation, and does it in Liverpool fashion. And it seems like Piv is really the sort of catalyst for his team. We've seen a bit of yapper, but does not seem to be yapping his way across the field right now. Piv definitely waffling his way to the win. A lot of these wins right now, but Entity, not seen a lot of him this series. We've seen a lot of Tim with a lot of clutches, but again, Entity keeps falling short, and Tim can't make up for it either. But right now, it just seems that Piv is a bit too strong. Obviously carrying Mr. Yapper a bit right now, just holding his teammate out. But that 5-2 proved to be a very close start, but I think Piv and Wu-Tang, they got a lot more comfortable right now and looking to get this game too. Here's a few grenades thrown here, 2 smoke bombs, and again, just straight away, just routine play. And it's 6-2 now, and Piv and Yapper almost pushing match point now already. 8 rounds in, and if it's just a couple more wins from them, and it could literally be the end of this game too, and it would require Entity and Tim to be getting that reverse sweep. Just seeing that Piv is really skimming off Tim here. Tim really needs to find that wholeness to him. But regardless, Tim holding out 1v2. Can he do the impossible? He's got a shot off there, but he's too weak. And once again, it's routine plays. Both players go out. Obviously, Yapper losing a bit of health there, but Piv too strong. Just proving to be too strong. And we go into this round 10. This could be match point here. They are not too careful. And already Entity gone again. And Entity this series, I'm not sure what's happening, but he just seems to keep disappearing. And really not holding himself there. But we've got Tim here. And Tim hesitating. Can he do it? Yes, he can. And it will be Piv finding his way, and that will be round 2 almost for the terrorists now. Match point as it is. And they are just looking so strong. They have to win 7 consecutive rounds now for Entity and Mr. Tim. But whether they're going to be able to do it or not is another question. Obviously, right now, Entity needs to just make sure that he does not keep going very early here. If we can go to the POV of Entity, just see what he's doing at some point. Just over there, and Entity proving to be strong there. Does go away, but that's a 1v1. Can he do it? Piff about to fall. Can Tim clutch? Yes, he can. And it's a small step for man, but it is something for those anti-terrorists. 8-3 now. But we are now on double match point. He does keep holding it out. Let us know who thinks going to win in the chat. It is currently 1-0 in games for, obviously, Piff and his teammate. Let's get a shot there. Oh, and that's going to be straight. Counter-terrorist win. An Entity for the first time finds his way. And almost just sort of held out at the end there. Now 8-4. Now we're on triple match point. It is going to be 8-4. And obviously, Piff and Wu-Tang been strong overall. But a couple of little blips here. But will it hinder them once again? Or will they get the job done? Going through the doors here. Just trying to prep himself for these next situations that are about to occur. Shots fired here. Get new shots, and no, it's going to be a one-on-one, and Tim, we know that he's definitely crumbled a few times in this scenario, but now he has to hold it out. Piff looking to be getting this now. It's Piff's round to be winning here, but Piff keeps playing more of a defensive approach here. Bomb is planted. Now it will be Tim's duty to get rid of this bomb, defuse this bomb. Can he do it, though? He hasn't got long. He's going to have to rush for it. And now Piff just avoiding it. But no, Piff finishes it off. And it will be round 2 in Piff's favour. One off winning now. It's going to be a reverse sweep that they do require for these opponents of Entity and Tim. It's not looking too good for them right now, but they are still in it. You've got to think positive here. And let's get some cheering ons for these, obviously, anti-terrorists at the time. As they are getting rounds, they're definitely doing better than their previous opponents in the previous match. But we are going into the next round from what we know just in a couple of moments. But yeah, in the previous round, we obviously had Kev and we had Dad. They were playing against Megatron and Mayo. Obviously, Mayo and Meg being that very strong duo in the round, only dropping literally a couple of rounds, and that was mainly just due to a little bit of laziness, lack of positioning, and probably not really was honestly just bothering too much about the opponents. But very strong match in that first one, but also a quite strong match in this series. But definitely a few rounds that Yappa and Piff were letting down, but it does not seem to be too much of a problem for them right now. They are on track to be taking this sweep, but let's see in the next few moments if Mr. Entity and Yappa can take it down. I think Entity a few times probably wasn't really trying enough from what we saw. Obviously, just going very early there. I'm not sure if he's just overcommitting too much, really just throwing himself out there and not really being aware of what the opponents can do with their capability. But as we do stand, it is a best of 5 indeed. And it is one more series at least does need to be played. But in the case that Piff and his teammate does end up throwing it, it could end up being a best of 5. Never say never. It's still a bit of a while until the end of the game could be announced. But yeah, the winners of today does get invited to those playoffs next Monday. So make sure you guys are watching along for there. 7 p.m. BST. In case you are in Europe. We know some European players have been competing today. Will be 8 p.m. for you. And any people who are in Africa or around the Middle East, it will be approximately 9 p.m. start for you. So a bit of a late one on the Monday, but regardless, we will offer some very exciting and very stellar gameplay for you. Let's get right into the next round. Let's go. Obviously, Entity already gone, and I think they are in the warm-up stage, so not to worry. But here we go. Just getting 10 seconds or so to really get that team talk going, to get that momentum flowing, and really to get going in any way they can do. But it will be Piff, the Titan, looking to getting this perfect sweep here. Piff on his own now, 1v2. Does not seem to be too much of a problem for him. Nice and excited, but he will have to defuse that bomb in a 1v1 now. Very strong with it, and Piff just too fast. And he will be defusing that bomb, and that will be the first round captured for the anti-terrorists. We'll see Piff. We do know he definitely does like to be more of a clutch player. And already, it's not looking good for Entity and Tim, but if they can get a few rounds just to start off here, it could definitely overwhelm these opponents. Now here we go. Getting a few warm-ups here, but it will be a straight shot there. But again, the terrorists just taking it out. Already looking absolutely like a comeback sort of worthy team. But it seems like in the first couple of rounds that, or the first couple of matches, that it seemed like a very close match, and then always it seems like those anti-terrorists just always find their footing and end up running away with it. But this is their last chance, and now Entity and Tim could just find something. Have to wait and see in these next few rounds as we do see. But regardless, looking around these corners, being very aware, Piff does not want to be throwing any rounds at a time, as he does know that despite Entity and Tim maybe not being as consistent, they are definitely capable of still getting rounds, and don't want to really be giving away any rounds that they don't want to be giving away, of course. Now it is a 1v2, and we haven't seen a lot from Entity in these 1v2 situations. I think he took the odd one in the previous game that we did see, but consistency wise, it's not proving well for him. We'll really need to do something miraculous once again here. But regardless, he's got two opponents trying to defuse that bomb. Obviously, Entity will need to defend that. But right now, very sort of slow round. And his player there, he's got it him. And Entity, what a snipe there. One of the best snipes I think we've seen from him in this series. And it will just not be enough. And despite getting that snipe there, needs to be aware all around him. And unfortunately, just was too focused on that center in front of him. But 2-1 right now. We do continue. But yeah, as it is so far, very close series still. And hoping for a round back for Entity and Tim, but that's not looking like the case on this A site. It's all going down right now. 1v2 again. And what a mirror sort of play. As we do see yet the same situation happening for 2 consecutive rounds. But can Entity flip it around and fire something more exciting? A few shots here. But no, it is going to be wide. Now it could be chance at Entity. Just needs to defend this. Can he do it? Do the fairy trail dream. 40 seconds left on the clock. He just has to hold it for 40 seconds. Can he do it? At this point, he has to pretty much always run away. But it seems like Woot taking some damage there. Both players taking some damage. A bit of a brawl. What a shot there. And it's going to be down again, Piff. The same sort of combination. The old Wu-Tang going down. Then the Entity. And then Piff standing there with true dominance. 3-1. Does keep on going. Right, thrown there. Trying to bluff the opponents here and there, just trying to make those unpredictable plays. 3-1 on the clock. And just a few sort of warm-up plays here by Piff. Almost showboating. Just over a minute left. Using a fair bit of his ammo, but I think he knows he can probably get away with this. And not much damage taken so far. Tim, the only player basically taking damage there. Not entirely sure if you can heal in this, but probably no need to heal at this point in time. And a very sort of slow series so far. 38 seconds on the clock. And not entirely sure what's happening, but there will be a shot there and straight off there for Tim. And Tim seems like he's pulling an entity this sort of round. He seems to be disappearing just very randomly, very at the start. But obviously we know Piff is very prominent with those snipes. And Piff, for the first time, taken out. Now Entity, he's got something to show for it. Got there, but no, Entity just too slow. And Wu-Tang showing what he's made of and teabagging potentially there. And 4-1. And still a very strong series. I think if the anti-terrorist does get this one, it could just be the round. They tend to find a few of those rounds ahead, and it does work for them very, very well. But already, both of the terrorists are basically being eliminated on the point of no return. And now Wu-Tang seems to be overtaking Piff's sort of clutch factor. Fair bit of money on the cards here. Obviously, Entity throwing all his reserves in now. Same with Piff. Can he do it? But Entity taking out again here. Yeah, 1v2 situation and absolute showboating right now. Just seems almost every round it's just absolutely bang bang from these anti-terrorists, and we'll be switching around very, very shortly. Whether it make a difference or not, we'll have to wait and see. Right now, it's not looking too hopeful, though. What a shot there. Let's keep it going. Could have a shot there, but didn't quite do so. That's a one-on-one, and Piff holding it out against Entity. Can he finish the job off, though? Piff, it will be a big one for him there. He'll finish it off, but Entity will really help him get back into that game. We're looking for that Brazil potentially now with that 7-1. And Piff and Entity, 32 seconds left now on the clock. Close games, but only one can do it. Looking in the favour of Entity right now. Piff got to do something. Otherwise, it's going to end up not being able to add to his tally. But Entity now will get a round back, and never mind. Piff does do it, and 7-1. And we will be switching over now. But will it make a difference? That is the big question. The best of 5. This could literally be it if Piff and Wu-Tang keep on this momentum. Obviously, Entity has to be a much more stronger Entity this round. Tim Skim Milk trying to turn this into a bit more of a whole play. But no, it is going to be staying on Skimmed, and Wu-Tang really puts himself out there. Does get that damage, but in return he does get the kills. And I think that was a chicken just down there. We'll see in front of them. And sort of spirit animal running along with them. Oh, what a shot there. And you can't get much better than that. Absolute disgusting play there. And Piff looking to get the 9-1. This could be match point if he does finish this off. Bang, bang, bang. But no, this time, Entity, with barely anything left, just held out. But this is match point. Now it's going to have to be a perfect play here from Enderty. Obviously, he did it last round. He's just all he's got to do is just do it again and again and again and again. You get the gist, guys, but they got the chicken on their side running around, but can they do it? Give them a bit of spur of confidence. But that's going to be it. The Terrorists take it. An absolute sweep. 2 sweeps today. It'll be very interesting to see what happens in these playoffs next Monday. Obviously, the 2 players there of Piff and Wu-Tang will be playing likely against one of the teams competing. It could even be the duo of Megatron and Mayo. But once again, thank you for you guys for tuning in. Absolute legendary matches. And we hope to see you in a few days. We'll be doing another qualifier tomorrow, just to reiterate that. But obviously the winners of that will be playing next Monday in those playoff finals for those prizes. But once again, hope you have a good day. And that's all from us. Hope to see you very, very soon. Take care, guys.